brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the visitor sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys looking to even things up after a 3-4 start to the year. His counterpart on the other side, the Panthers' Dave Canales. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
Here we go.
Young will set to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check pink.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That one complete to the gap. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready, ready. 60 red.
4th down, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That's another.
Here we go.
1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10.
On the run, it's Dowdle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Yellow. 20.
Now here's Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Darius Alexander in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the set. Set, hut.
Young. That one complete to Ligon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. Opposite. Green.
A running play, it's Dowdle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready. Cut.
They run again with Dowdle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Cut.
Young to throw it. Evans has it left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a turnover on downs.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the give, it's Tracy. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Now Dart. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing his Dart. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing, Dart. Robinson's got it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
11-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Dart. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. And it's
Third down, here's Tracy. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
a loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And Brian Daboll, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. First and goal, Giants.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Punt.
Now Young. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Intended for
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a
brings up
2nd and 10.
and 10.
Here, set, go. Black, 95. Punt.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of
60 red.
scrimmage.
60 red. Ready, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Giants.
They'll throw now on the final play. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home to take on the Patriots in the AFC East. And this is Josh Palmer. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Cleveland Browns. And this is John Mechie. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. The Browns have taken a 1-point lead into the locker room, 14-13 your score. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. This is Malik Washington, one of his 2 touchdown catches in the first half. The Dolphins with the lead at the half. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbo. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Dart going to give to Scatterbo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun is Dart. He'll try and do this himself. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Dart. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They go play action with Dart. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Now Young. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Young for the shotgun. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Abdul Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run here with Dowdle. Heck of a move.
Man.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Black.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the run is Tracy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
An inside run with Scatterbury. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. to throw his dart. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
Ready.
Following the interception, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Young. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Chuba Hubbard out of the backfield. And that'll make it third down.
Paulson Adebo on the coverage.
Now here's Young. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jackson Dart with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35.
Young will set to throw. That one complete to Ligon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And the Panthers first down.
Hut.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Looking to throw, Young.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. To throw now, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
18. And the Giants first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Young, he's going to change it up. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing, Young. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Young to throw it. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it.
Ready. Yellow.
Here's Young throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Running left is Tracy. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
31.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Check White.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
50-yard line.
Set. Hut.
They'll play fake. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Right.
Young now. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Rigoberto Sanchez in formation.
So a victory here for the men in blue.